The R.A. Brown Ranch is a family business, and we have been since 1895. I'm the fifth generation of the Brown family to provide superior genetics to our commercial customers. And now more and more seed stock customers come to purchase our genetics. Our mission is very simple, and that is that we are continually striving to improve the efficiency of converting God's forage. All this grass out here that you and I and chickens and hogs can't eat. Improve the efficiency of converting God's forage into safe, nutritious, and great tasting beef to better feed His people. That's why our family's in the cattle business.
Next on Beringer Ingelheim's The American Rancher, we travel to the Lone Star State and see Red Angus, Angus, and Sim Angus cattle in our visit of the heritage-rich R.A. Brown Ranch in Texas. Welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. We've got a great show for you today that features the century-age R.A. Brown Ranch outside Throckmorton, Texas. Fall is a great time of the year for the Brown family as they host their annual bull sale in October and offer cattlemen from across the nation a volume selection of superb Angus, Red Angus, and Sim Angus seed stock. Today we'll visit with the Brown family and staff and learn about the rich heritage they have in the cattle business. This is The American Rancher. We're glad you're with us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The American Rancher. Founded in 1895, the R.A. Brown Ranch has been raising seed stock cattle for some 5 generations. The Brown family has a name in Texas ranching that is known for integrity and service. They are great people that have had successes and have faced the same challenges that ranching brings to just about every cattleman. They have made a great life and story out on the range.
The cattle industry, there's just nothing like working with God's creation. We've done a lot of research. Range management is, if you're not a grass farmer first, you're not going to stay in the cattle business.
The R.A. Brown Ranch has been a family business since 1895 and continues to be a leader in raising top quality registered quarter horses and registered and commercial cattle. The ranch has received both the National Cattlemen's Beef Association Cattle Business of the Century Award and the American Quarter Horse Association Bayer Best Remuda Award. R.A. Brown Ranch is known best for its powerful breeding bulls, sold in the annual production sale the second Wednesday of October. Ranch headquarters are located near Throckmorton, about 2.5 hours west of Fort Worth, out in the classic ranch country of Texas.
If you're going to have the best, newest genetics, you've got to work with good female young genetics, and we believe in crossing them on a proven bull. A proven bull, you know what he's going to do. He's had 5,000 calves. His EPDs are set in gold. But a really hot bull may come in there that just looks great and everything, and he's unproven, and after a calf crop or two, he falls out of bed. So we'd rather stay with that proven bull and the best young female genetics that we can raise. We try to raise them on grass as much as we can. And in the wintertime, we have to feed and supplement, but we do it just like a commercial cowman would.
As a seed stock provider, I think the best way to describe R.A. Brown Ranch is that we provide proven, predictable genetics in volume with excellent selection. If a person's looking for calving ease, they can find it here. If they're looking for power bulls for maximum growth, they can find that here as well. If they want bulls that are balanced across the board with excellent calving ease and growth and carcass, maternal traits all stacked into one animal, that's what the majority of our bulls are going to be. So a person can come looking for that. We believe in planned crossbreeding systems, and with that, we provide the tools to allow our customers to do that with purebred Red Angus, Black Angus, and then with hybrid seed stock of Sim Angus and the Hotlander composite. So we provide a variety to help our customers get what they're looking for and what they need.
Today, R.A. Brown Ranch is owned by the Rob Brown family. Rob and his wife Peggy, daughter Betsy and her husband Jody Bella, son Rob A. and his wife Tally, daughter Mary Ann and her husband Todd McCartney, and son Donald and his wife Kelly. In addition, there are 17 grandchildren coming along in the family operation.
We strive for a strong breeding program, try to do the best we can, always looking forward. Detailed records are very important to get the whole analysis of the animal, breeding qualities and genetic information to pass along in this breeding program. That tells the story, tells the history and the story and production.
It's unique to me that my in-laws passed the legacy of find out what you like to do and then make a hand, basically cowboy up. And everybody has a place, and I think that's just real unique for not only families in agriculture, but just families today to be in business together and be able to do what you love and you're passionate about.
You know, the ranching industry draws so many people because we love the land and we love the lifestyle. We have a great team, a very devoted team that works with us here at the ranch to work to help make R.A. Brown Ranch a step ahead of providing the best genetics that we can for our customers. Our employee team is dedicated and diligent at collecting the data needed to provide the most accurate EPDs and data possible to help our customers make the best selections.
We tag about 1,000 calves a year. We sort these cows into calving groups, and we check them every day. We weigh every calf with a hand scale. There's no guessing. We know exactly what they weigh. Ultrasound data in pregnancy checking these cows helps us to better manage when these calves are born and their due dates. It allows us to sort these cows into really tight calving groups. We also use the sexing of the fetus whenever we ultrasound for pregnancy. We use this two ways, and that's to know what we're going to get, and also we sell all of our heifer pregnancies to any cow that's over 3 years old. And this allows our customers to take those cows and have heifers, calves, and build a really good herd for them.
Numerous breeding decisions and events has brought the R.A. Brown cow herd and bull program to the position from which it now operates. The family has been progressive and market sensitive in its history, making changes and adjustments as knowledge and opportunity surfaced. Simmental cattle came into the program in the 1970s, and Red Angus cattle arrived in the second half of the 1980s. Acquisitions were made along the way of noted Angus and Red Angus herds that strengthened the overall genetics of the ranch. 1997 was an eventful year as a cooperator herd program was started in order to fill the growing demand for more bulls. Also, the Brown Gardner Angus partnership was formed to add a franchise herd of Gardner Angus genetics. That same year, a trade was made with Jim Leachman. Leachman really liked the Browns' quarter horse herd, and eventually a trade was made where the Browns were allowed to pick 17 choice females from Jim's elite nucleus Red Angus herd in exchange for his pick of 17 head from the Browns' quarter horse mares and foals.
Marketing seed stock genetics is basically just like a consumer hunting a new cleaning product at the grocery store. The first step is finding out what their needs are, and everybody, because cattle are raised in a lot of different environments, right here in our own state to across the country, it does require a different kind of bull to go into those different places. As Donald has always said, number one, get the cow that fits your environment, and then buy the bull that fits your market when combined with the cow. And how easy is that? Is really helping educate people on what will work best for them.
George Self is one of my biggest mentors in my life, and I met him here at the ranch, and he was a retired foreman working 3 days a week when I arrived, and he really took me under his wing and taught me a whole lot about cattle and horses. You'll never find somebody that knows more about how a cow thinks and what a cow needs, and he's one of the brightest individuals I've ever met. He helped me through my path from coming from an intern to a full-time employee to my job as foreman, and he was extremely inspirational to me, and I owe a lot to George Self.
The R.A. Brown Ranch is a full-service, very experienced operation. The ranch operates as a team and gets things accomplished on a large scale. Each October, the R.A. Brown Ranch has a fantastic bull sale that draws stockmen from everywhere, and it'll be another great offering this year. We'll learn more about the R.A. Brown Ranch when we return. This is the American Rancher. Don't go away. Welcome back to the American Rancher. The R.A. Brown Ranch has a colorful history. Through the years, the family has been innovative and progressive. They offered their first Angus cattle back in the 1890s and have consistently developed their genetics ever since. Robert Alexander Brown was a native of Virginia, born in Culpeper County, February 22, 1833. He grew up working with cotton, cattle, horses, and mules. Upon coming to Texas at age 17, he located in Galveston and was employed as a salesman in a mercantile business. When the Civil War broke out, he returned to the family plantation. He was a member of the famous Black Horse Cavalry of Virginia under Jeb Stuart and served with distinguished bravery in a number of battles.
Lost everything they had in the Civil War and came to Texas and started over. They came to Galveston and were in the cotton export business, and then he married a girl from Calvert, and whose family was in the farming ranch business, and he and his brother traded a lot of mules. We've got some of these old letterheads, and they'd go up Missouri and buy carloads of mules, bring back there and sell to the farmers. And one of those letterheads has got a deal where he's advertising Black Pole Angus bulls in 1890. So we've been in the seed stock business for a while.
Later, the family moved to Calvert, Texas, where Robert Herndon, R.H. Brown, the oldest son, was in the cattle business. R.H. Brown moved to Jack County, Texas, where he had a small ranch, and his son R.A. Brown was born in 1902. When the Fort Worth stockyards opened in 1903, R.H. Brown sold the ranch and bought an interest in a cattle commission company there. That same year, he started buying land in Throckmorton County. The entire ranch is developed through merging Brown, Thomas, and Donnell family ranch land, some dating back as early as 1876. R.H. Brown's son, R.A. Sr., managed the ranch and also helped organize the American Quarter Horse Association. He is a member of the American Quarter Horse Hall of Fame, and his son, R.A. Rob Brown Jr., served as AQHA president and has also been inducted in the Quarter Horse Hall of Fame. The R.A. Brown family has willingly served and represented the livestock industry in many capacities, from local all the way to the national stage.
We love the livestock industry, but we like being a part of the political type end of it in the associations and those type things. I think they're very important to give some of our time and talent to the betterment of our industry. And I was on the National Cattlemen's Board for 23 years and went every spring and lobbied in Washington. And leadership is part of the program to help lead the whole industry in the best way you know how.
Nutrition is so important, and everybody used to eat well. Now, not everybody's on a good nutritional basis, and it's so important we tell our story because beef does provide so much nutrition, and I think we've been quite timid in telling our story. We just assumed there was a market, and now we're having to really work for our markets. Well, I think it's going well right now, but we have to stay on top of that at all times. Just a few cents makes an awful lot of difference between profit and loss.
When it comes down to it, we're really raising cows, kids, and quarter horses. I mean, that's as simple as I can put it. And so thankful that I've been able to raise both of our boys out here amongst the land, being able to have, whether it was FFA projects or whether it was just helping during the summers with their dad and the rest of the crew. It's just been an amazing way to raise the family.
We get a lot of visitors here to the ranch. People wanting to see cattle, horses, the different breeds that we have, to see our range management practices. Smithsonian Magazine did an article on the ranch just about a year and a half ago. NBC News called me on Friday wanting to come and do a story about this industry that we love so much. And this is a very important way of life. We have such a great opportunity to work in and with God's creation. We feel a responsibility to care for the land and the livestock to the best of our ability. We feel that's our responsibility, and we can do that in an industry where we can use the most available science, the most advanced technology to produce superior genetics and help our customers.
The next generation of the R.A. Brown family keeps itself very busy about the ranch and the community of Throckmorton. Lanham Brown is a high school freshman and a cowboy and rancher at heart. He finds himself in the saddle quite often with the crew and enjoys every minute of it.
This one's name is Mouse, and then I have another one that I call Z. Earliest I remember riding would probably be when I was about 4 or so. Favorite thing to do on the ranch would probably just go out on a big gather and be out working early in the morning.
This year, the Throckmorton Greyhounds are lighting up the scoreboard in 6-man football and appear to be heading for a special season. Tucker Brown is a natural athlete and the senior quarterback for the Greyhounds' potent attack that is stacking up points like hay bales in harvest season.
Right now our team is ranked #1 in the state, both in Division I and Division II. We strive to get better every day to be our best, and we've got one goal, and that's to make it back to the state championship and win the state championship. On the football team, I play a lot of different positions. I'm known mostly for quarterback, but I also play spread back, and on defense, I play some safety.
Well, I think one of the first things that most sticks out about Tucker is his work ethic. Anytime you ask Tucker to do something, he's always the first there and the last to leave. Never questions the work that needs to be done.
He's the quarterback of a great team that work well together, and you know, through that, he's learning so many life lessons about winning, about hard work, about determination and persistence, and coming with a plan and pursuing that plan and seeing it through to the end. Lanham loves ranching. He loves the cattle, he loves horses. He started his first 2-year-old colt this year and just fell in love with it. And he's always had the opportunity to work more closely with our team, with Casey and Jeff and with George Self. And he has a passion for ranching and for the land.
Oh, it means a lot. It's a lot of family time that you get to spend, and most kids don't get to spend that much time with their family, and I get to work with them, so I'm very blessed to be able to work with my family.
Growing up on the ranch and playing on a football team are a lot alike. You have your family and you have the responsibilities that you have to do, and And both of those, when you don't do them, something wrong is going to happen, and nobody wants that.
Tucker and Lanham have a good life in Throckmorton and a great future ahead of them.
I'd like to go to college and be on a ranch horse team or something like that somewhere, and then come back to the ranch and work on the ranch.
My favorite play this year on offense is probably pour out center crack, and it's a deep pitch to me, and I spin back around and get a good block, and I've got a wide receiver who's usually open on the deep, and it's usually an easy score.
How about those greyhounds? They might just go all the way. We hope you enjoyed our visit with the R.A. Brown Ranch. That's about all the time we've got today. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com. I'm Pam Minnick. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next time.